Yeah, Brett, why are you now as opposed to where you was at the beginning of the season with the defense? How much what games, what kind of games you feel like you made, how much you comfortable where you satisfaction with where you are now as opposed to where you started this year?
Yeah, we knew from the start it was going to be a growing process, and I think every week we've sort of learned from the previous week, and we're growing in that regard. We're not where we want to be, but we're taking strides and we're improving. You know, we were every week making decent strides there in that 3-game stretch before this passed by. So you kind of wish that you could just kept on rolling. But now we got to try to keep that momentum going. The thing about this league and really anywhere is you can't just roll the ball out. You may be improving, but unless you keep that same mentality, that same attitude, humble pie is a week away. So we know we've got to come out. We've got to come out, be aggressive. We've got to tackle well, to keep that positive momentum going.
Are folks more on takeaways?
I'm sorry?
Folks are more on takeaways?
Yeah, those.
What do you do?
The thing with turnovers and a lot of times it comes with sacks too. They kind of come in bunches at times as long as you stay aggressive. We work them all the time. It's not like we haven't been working in practice, and it's not like we've been doing anything different. Just in the beginning of the year, they seem to come a little bit more frequently. They dried up the last couple of games, but the way we look at it, it's about getting the ball back to the offense. And a couple of those 4th down stops may not show up as turnovers, but that's as good as if they fumbled at that spot right there. So, but no, we definitely would like to get a couple more. We had a couple against Missouri, but we'd like to get a couple of, obviously, interceptions, fumbles, anything we can do to help the offense.
Any of the young guys you got an extended look at during the bye and stand out?
No, I think we got to the point. We talked about in that first bye, we really got those young guys that that hadn't had much, if any, playing time sort of during the season. We got a few more of those guys obviously playing time in Missouri, and as we go throughout the back half of this season, that's the nice thing about having those 4 games, and kind of saving them till the end is that we can play those guys in certain situations, and so we'll see if those situations pop up or that they merit themselves.
Was Cash able to get re-engaged during the bye week after having to sit out? And how did he take that?
He's Cash is good. He's ready to go, and he'll be ready.
What sort of extra edge, if any, do players sort of have during like a rivalry week, preparing for a rival team?
Yeah, I think anytime there's a rivalry, it comes down to urgency, and there's sort of that amped up urgency. And we know how we played last year, and we weren't pleased with it. And so, obviously, there's a heightened emphasis that we come out, especially coming off this bye week. And it feels like it's been a long time since we played. I know it's only been a week and a half since we played Missouri, but it feels like it's preseason. It feels like it's been 2 months since we played. So I know they're itching to get out and play. And again, we got to keep that positive momentum going. And you can't make it more than it is. The thing with when there's rivalries, you got to stay composed. You can't let your emotions boil over. And we will. We'll play smart football in that regard.
What makes Jauan Jennings such a difficult player to contain?
He's really big. He's physical. He's got a great catch radius. He's strong hands. They put it anywhere sort of within a 3 or 4 foot radius of him. He's going to go up and snatch it. And then once he catches it, he turns into a running back. He's not afraid to lower his pads. He's gonna make you wrap tackle. He's gonna make you gang tackle. And if you don't, or if you arm tackle, he can break those. So that's what makes him impressive in that regard. And he's not afraid to go over the middle. He's not afraid to take a hit. And he's a lot like Terrell Owens in that regard. Really big, physical, can go in and play in the slot. He's not afraid to. Everybody thinks just because you're big, you have to go play X or you got to go out and play Z. They put him in the slot, a lot, the majority of the time, really. and let him do his work in there.